Well, hello everyone, it's Cassie. Welcome back for another Trinity Stamps video. Today we're going to be making some shaker tags. So before we get into it, let's talk about what we're using. We're using the brand new Bunny Egg Shaker. This is a darling little die, which maybe doesn't look like a lot there, but you'll see it is so cute. Then we have our Slimline tags. I love these tags. I use these all the time, and so we're going to use this one in particular. And then we also have this graham cracker alphabet because I'm going to make these tags specifically for my kids and my son-in-law and my son-in-law's sister. So, and we're also going to bring in the 9x4 mixed media paper. This stuff is fabulous. I'm running low, probably going to need to order some more. So I'm going to put that 9x4 paper, it's kind of like a watercolor paper, mixed media, and I'm going to put that into my makeshift splatter box. The first color I'm using is some spun sugar. Then I've got worn lipstick, and then I'm going to bring in some winter berry. That's a mica stain or spray. That is probably not available anymore, but there are other ones. I was trying to go with some rainbow-ish colors, but more pastel. We're going to hit this with our heat tool, and then I'm going to put that back into my makeshift splatter box. I wanted a little bit more of that worn lipstick. So I'm going to kind of spritz that. If you hold down, if you go slowly down with the trigger, that's probably not the right word, with the spray nozzle, you can get some big splatters, which is super fun. Our next one is going to be a yellow one, so we're starting with some squeezed lemonade. Then we brought in a little bit of wild honey, and then our last color is some flickering candle. Once again, that flickering candle isn't necessarily available anymore, but there are other options for that. I just wanted a little bit of shine, and this stuff has that mica in it, which will give it that shine to it. So we'll pull that out. I'm pretty happy with this one, so we'll hit that with our heat tool and then move on to our green one, which we're going to start with some shabby shutters for this one. And then my twisted citron just spilled all over. I don't think I can put that one on its side. So we're going to spray some twisted citron all over that. And then we're bringing in some bubbling cauldron. Again, another color that isn't available anymore, but other options. I'll hit that with my heat tool. And then I do want to bring that in and bring in a little bit more of the twisted citron. So we're just going to make sure that's nice and dry. By making sure that it's dry, you can keep all those like speckled splattery bits, which I love. I feel like it gives it a good amount of texture. Our blue one, we'll start with some speckled egg. Then we're going to bring in some salvaged patina. And then for our mica one, we've got snow flurries. So spraying that all over there, and then again, hit it with our heat tool. And then we'll make adjustments as necessary. But I think I leave it just as it is after I hit it with my heat tool. I have so much spray in that makeshift splatter box that it does start to pick up some other colors, which is fine. But look at how gorgeous these four panels are next to each other. You get that beautiful like rainbow and then all those splattery bits. I just am so happy with this. So we're going to take this particular die from our Slimline tags, and we're going to run this through our die cutting machine on all four. I'm going to have definitely a lot of extra paper, which is fine. I can use those on other projects, and then that's one less step, right? Okay, so now we get to assemble our little shaker, and it's so adorable. So I need the solid die cut. I'm going to cut out of some acetate and some white cardstock, but then there's that other one that gives you this piece right here. So I'm going to go around all the outside of that with some 1/8 inch score tape. You could use liquid glue if you wanted to, but I just want to make sure this was going to be nice and dry so I could just get to cranking these babies out. And then this is a not terrible, but you can tear it, double-sided adhesive. So then I'll just peel off that release paper, and then I will take the acetate egg and we'll put that right on the back. So that's the front of our shaker. I'm going to need to do that 3 more times because we have 4 tags we're making, right? I'm going to get some quality control in here in just a second on their own volition. Here comes Max to check out what I'm doing. So nosy, so curious. But yeah, we're going to do 3 more of these. And while I'm getting this other one ready to go, Miles decides to come in. It's always fun to craft with cats, am I right? And then I've got 2 more to make, but doing the same thing for both of them. Give him some scratches. So then he's happy with it. So we'll move on to the next part, which would be bringing in some adhesive foam strips. These ones are by Trinity Stamps. And if you peel off the release paper after you've peeled this foam strip away, you can easily manipulate this around whatever you need to put it around. And it takes roughly 2 of these strips. It's just a little bit bigger, so I'm just going to snip off the excess, but I want to make sure that this is nice and snug to each other, and I think that works great. So now we'll bring in our shaker bits. This first one is called Wrapped Candy, and it's kind of translucent, but very shimmery. It's iridescent. That's what I wanted to say. It's iridescent. It's so pretty. And then I'm also going to bring in some Jelly Bean Dream. These are some thick, big jelly beans. They won't shake a lot inside of here because they are fairly thick, but it's fun. And I'll pull out just a few, I don't know, 5, 6, 7 of them, whatnot, and then put those in there. And then now we can just put our back right onto it. Make sure that that is nice and adhered to the foam tape, and then I'll do that 3 more times. Isn't that fun? I love all the possibilities. All right, so now we're going to assemble our bunnies. As you can see, I have cut these out of 4 different colors of cardstock. We've got this like craft one, we've got a dark brown, we've got a gray, and we also have a cream color. And this is how easy it is to assemble. I'm just using a little bit of Crafty Gluefriend by Trinity Stamps, putting it on each of the little pieces and dots. These little shakers by themselves would be super cute. You've got your little paws, so you put your paws on the front to make it look like the bunny is holding the egg from behind. And then all you have are these little ear pieces. So I'm going to pop out the centers because we don't need those. And then it's just going to take a dollop of glue, 1 little dot, and I can adhere their little ears to the back of our egg. And the pink center will come later. So now we get to adhere it down to the front of our tag. I'm going to keep it a little bit high because I want to put their names on the bottom. So we're just using a little bit more of that Crafty Gluefriend. Then we'll stick down our little bunny. And now we need to put the centers inside of those ears. So once again with the Crafty Gluefriend. And then I can just take the little ear insides and stick those inside. Super, super simple and very adorable. So you wouldn't have to make this into a shaker. I mean, you could keep this flat without the shaker parts and it's still super adorable. But now I've got all the letters. I've gone ahead and cut them out of white and gray because I want to give this almost like a 3D look, make it pop a little more. So here's how it's going to go. I'm using some reverse tweezers. I'm going to put the gray down first, and I'm kind of trying to start in the center. I'm doing my son-in-law's. His name is Trey, and so obviously that's only 4 letters, but you'd kind of start with the center letters so that you can keep it as centered as possible. So we're just putting a tiny bit of Crafty Gluefriend on the back of each of those letters. Once again, that's the graham cracker alphabet. It's a super cute alphabet, and I don't have my alphabet cut apart. So what I have done is I kept that entire alphabet all together. I didn't cut them apart at all. And I just, because it's small enough, run that through on whatever cardstock I want to use, if that makes sense. And then I have extra letters, but I can use those for something else. All right, then we're just going to go down and to the right for each of these white letters so that it looks like the gray is, giving it a 3D look. And we'll end up doing it for all 4 of them. So we've got Trey, we'll have Maddie, we'll have Tia, and we'll have Mike. But how fun. Check that out. I just love it so much. So happy with it. There's all 4 of them. They make my heart happy. I cannot wait to get their little Easter gifts to them. And when I say little, I mean, they're not little, they're adults, but who cares? Who doesn't like a little gift from time to time, right? Put this onto some candy. They're young, they can take it. And then I just use a little bit of twine on all 4 of them, and that's going to finish off our tags. Again, I can't wait to give these. So I hope you liked this. If you liked this video, be sure to hit that like button. Please consider subscribing if you haven't already done so. And be sure to check out all that Trinity Stamps has going on over on their blog, Facebook page, and Instagram for more crafty inspiration. Thanks for stopping by, and I hope you have a great day.